Hi, everybody. It's your old pal Chuck, and we're continuing Avengers Week. Today, we're taking a look at the figure of probably one of my, small handful of favorite villains. And he's one of them. From the Captain America First Avenger movie line, the Red Skull. Front of the package, as you know, I already took the figure out. Just going to look at the single card, and then a little look at the back, cross-sell, and the figure. Now, I want to talk about this image of the figure. First of all, it's photoshopped, and if you have the figure, you know that the hands are different. But something that sort of bugs me is, if you notice, they changed the way he's holding the gun. Basically, he's holding the stock like it has the trigger, which it doesn't. And the front grip is not doesn't have that trigger mechanism. It's for stability. It's the rear grip, which is by that stock, that is what he uses to fire it. And he does use that type of gun in the movie. It's one of the blasters he makes from the Tesseract, aka the Cosmic Cube. It just stuff like that really annoys me. But then again, I remember a few years ago hearing something that toy manufacturers, when dealing with quote unquote war toys, will not pose a figure with their hands near the trigger because I don't want to show them that it could be the weapon is being fired. I don't know, but stuff like that bothers me. But enough of my yammering. It's Avengers Week. Let's get to the figure. Normally, I don't start already zoomed in, but there's something I wanted to show you, and it's basically this. The Red Skull does come with a replica of the Tesseract, aka the Cosmic Cube. Why they didn't call it the Cosmic Cube in the movie, I don't know. Maybe it's cosmic connotations. Who knows? Anyway, he can hold it, barely. I mean, you shake it, it's fine, but if he falls over, it's going to pop out of his hands, and it's rather difficult to get in. This is the second time I've had it in his hand. If you look at the Cosmic Cube, which we're going to do now, because I want to give you a little shot of the details, it's hard to come up on the. Let's see if I can really give you, a good detailed look at this. But there we go. There are grooves and indentations on both sides that sort of look like it's for his fingers. Now, I don't know if there's one particular way for this to go because I've gotten it in both ways with this side, the little loop there facing the thumb and facing away from the thumb. But it's very small, so be very careful with it, just so you don't lose it. Now, moving on, take a quick look at his spring-loaded blaster. This is the one I was talking about on the back of the package. It's a very nice rifle. I mean, he can hold it. I did have it in his hand. I just prefer him holding the Walther. As you can see, the missile is incredibly long, and it does fire quite well, just doing a close range demonstration. But if you have the Hydra Trooper, the single carded one, he comes with this. And one thing I do like is that the stock wasn't bent like in the Hydra Trooper packaging. So put that to the side. And let's get back to the Red Skull. So as we were saying, he does also come with a Walther P90 pistol. And the reason I know this is a Walther P90 is for two reasons. Number one, this is from the iconic James Bond photo where Sean Connery is posing with it instead of his usual Walther PPK. And also, the P90 was the basis for the 1980s Transformer Megatron. Skull has a. I love that head sculpt. the image and visage of the Red Skull has changed over the years. But that's really more due to just different artists drawing him. Um, Great looking head, really emotive expression that with those eyes. The head can rotate left to right as well as slightly go up and down. It's on a very limited ball joint. The shoulders, um, full rotation, swivel on the joint, swivel at the elbow, bend at the elbow, rotate at the wrist, um, rotate at the waist, no ab crunch, no leg articulation at the hip. If you look up under his skirt of his shirt or coat, or wherever that is, it kind of looks like the legs are going straight in instead of into a ball joint. They swivel at the calf. They double joints at the knee. Um, no ankle articulation due to how the boots are designed. Um, you really don't need a lot of articulation. It's not like the Red Skull is like a ninja type of character who's gonna, flip around. Even though in the movie he did also have a prototype of the Super Soldier Serum. Um, but the classic character was just a, deranged um, psychopath and World War II villain who worked for the Nazis. Nazis, there I said it. Why they couldn't say that in the movie, I don't know. Was it that important to get Germany to watch the movie? I mean, he was that part of Hydra, but overall he was a Nazi. Whatever. Um, I like the nice gray. This is like his regular battlefield uniform. I remember it being a shade darker in the movie, but if you notice, there is a nice black wash to it. It does show up on his hands. Uh, would have been nice to have a version of this with the leather coat, but I think the articulation would have been hindered even more. So yeah, really great figure. Let's zoom out and I'll give you my final thoughts. Red Skull is a fantastic figure. He can stand, just that I'm being on an angle I have to hold him, but he is also a lot of fun. If you have Captain America or any Captain America, I highly recommend getting this Red Skull. I don't know if or when we'll ever see a 3 3/4 inch Red Skull in the mainline Marvel Universe line. I wonder if that was redundant. So this is your best bet. Um, he was relatively hard to find because I think he came out at the same time as Crossbones, and they were both one to a case. And for some reason, a lot of people were going for Crossbones over the Red Skull, or getting Crossbones first, then Red Skull, or something like that. He was also in a Target exclusive 2-pack, but was done up in a more winter-oriented scheme that really didn't appear in the movie, so I went with this guy. That's about all I can say about him. I definitely do enjoy him as a figure, so this is your old pal Chuck for the Red Skull. We'll see you next time.